Hello friends, and welcome back to our little coffee club. So this is gonna be a Friday video. I'm gonna do the unboxing of the coffee that Kent, our friend from Norway, sent. And I'm expecting some high-end Nordic, although I'm not sure if everything is high-end. Maybe not, maybe he throws us a curveball to see what I say. But I'm expecting some really nice Nordic style coffees. And we'll talk more about that in a second. But you could see in front there, you can see my little MP3 player that I've been using to play the little background music on this style of video. Okay, right now it's not playing because I wanted to show you guys this. And you know, this is one of the reasons why I tell you guys that I kind of want to start another YouTube channel to talk about other things that I enjoy and just other stuff that's not coffee. And every now and then I include little tidbits of other things, you know, when we travel and coffee shops and sometimes places here around town in Miami and stuff like that. And I include it into the coffee videos, but I know that people are here mainly for the brew session. But anyway, I wanted to mention this before I get going. So in a second, we're gonna unbox Kent's coffee. And by the way, this first clip of the video, I'm recording a different day than what you're gonna see following this clip. The next clip will be a different day. And I'll pick a coffee from here and that's what we're gonna brew. Okay, so anyway, back to this. This is the little MP3 player I've been using to play the background music on this style of video, the Friday stuff, when I'm not embedding the music into the videos. And you know, before getting started just now, and I was setting everything up, and I had this song on repeat. If you're a fan of electronic music, you will probably know this song. But you see, I'm into it, but not so much. It's just, I love all sorts of music. I like everything. I listen to all kinds of stuff. I mentioned on a previous video that I have been listening to a lot of blues. So I go through phases where I listen to sometimes it could be blues, it could be rock. Sometimes it's like heavy rock. Sometimes it could be more like pop. I love 80s. I love disco. I'm into all sorts of music. So electronic is one of the genres that I listen to. And I recently discovered this song. It's called Diamonds. You see here, whatever. You know, these people are probably not from the US. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about this group. And if you're into electronic music, you already know this song. But if you're not, you might want to check this out. Man, I've been listening to it on repeat. I love this thing. I love this song. It's not the only one. I have a bunch of like this style of songs that I enjoy, but this one I've been really into. I wanted to mention it. Man, so cool. Let me show you guys this player, by the way, while we're on the subject. So this thing is made by Onkyo. I've had it for many years. So reliable it is, okay? I don't know if you could see there on the bottom. Let me try to focus here. Yeah, it's black on black, so you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. You see there, it says Onkyo. If you know the brand, Onkyo, very high-end audio equipment. I bought this thing years ago when, and this is gonna tie into coffee in a second, if you give me time, which by now, maybe somebody's already getting annoyed. Let's get to the brewing. I know. But you see, that's why I need another channel where I can talk about these little things. Okay, so when this player came out, which was many years ago, like I said, it was one of the first ones on the market, and I believe the very first one that ran Android. So this runs Android. You can have all the apps. As a matter of fact, this is YouTube because this particular song, I pay for YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium comes with music. I have not downloaded YouTube Premium on this player because usually on this player, all I play is FLAC files and high-res audio. So this was one of the very first players on the market that played high-resolution audio. If you don't know what that is, it doesn't matter, but I wanted to know, is there a difference? And here's the tie-in, right? Is there a difference in grinders? Can the Pietro show me the difference between the, you know, very uniform grinds and something that has a lot of flavor separation supposedly, and you know, that you'll be able to taste the difference from something like the Niche Zero. And, you know, I had to have it. I want to know, you know, the same thing when this came out. It's like, I got to know. Can you hear any kind of difference? So I went into it thinking, you know, I doubt it. But so if you're listening already to FLAC files like ripped from CDs, which is 16-bit, It's very good audio. You're not gonna, if you go to high res, you're not gonna hear any difference. Let me just tell you right now, okay? Forget about it. I've done the test many, many times. Maybe somebody with some kind of ridiculously perfect hearing maybe could, and I just don't believe it. I don't think so, okay? Even when you listen to just a good quality MP3, forget about FLAC, just a good quality MP3, okay? It's going to sound the same. I've tried the same song on MP3, on FLAC, and a high res, it sounds the same. And I know that it depends how they recorded it. I have downloaded songs that were recorded in 24-bit high res. I couldn't tell any difference. Okay, no difference. To me, sounds exactly the same, like a really good quality MP3. Now, what does make a difference is the way they recorded and mastered and created the whole process. The whole process makes a big difference. Well, that's a different conversation. I wanted to show you guys this thing. This is just getting out of control. Let's get to the unboxing. But anyway, this is the little player I've been playing. Maybe we can play just a couple seconds. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. Let me play a couple of seconds of the song. Might as well. Let me show you hold on, I'm getting the speaker. It was over here charging. So this little speaker is a Jawbone speaker. And again, today's the weekend, so I have time to do this kind of thing. Then the rest of the brew session that you're gonna see here on today's video, it will be our usual process. I gotta be done in a certain amount of time, and I gotta probably get to work or whatever. But today I have all the time in the world, so let's talk about it. So this is called the Jawbone. I think you can see the name up here. It's tiny, but this little speaker, when it came out, everybody wanted it because it sounds ridiculously good for the size. I mean, this thing's tiny, you know, and it's to this day, it still sounds great. The battery has lasted. I've had it for so many years. I think I bought it when it first came out. I think these used to sell for like $100. Imagine that. Now they're so cheap. They're ridiculously cheap and better than this one, but this one still does a great job, and it's what I play in the background. And then the player, the Onkyo, usually I will play music from here and listen to it in headphones. I have a set of Sennheiser, the 650s, open back, balanced. This has balanced output. It has dual DACs, dual amplifiers inside. This thing is a monster. It doesn't look it because of the size, but it runs Android. You can do the apps. It does high-res music. Wow, it's just a monster. It has 2 slots for you to add memory, so you'll never run out of space with this thing. It just, I love it. So yeah, I have a nice set of Sennheiser open backs that for a nice listening session, you're just relaxing, having your coffee and listening, you can just, wow, you can just drift off. It's so good. And this song, I just had it on repeat. Let's try to listen to it for a second. Okay, there's a chance. Oh, well, this video will be edited, obviously, because it's going to be more than one clip and all of that. So I will make sure that there's no noise here, because sometimes when I first plug in, there's feedback from the speaker. So you see it's off. And the speaker does have Bluetooth. So does this. This has obviously Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, no cell service, but you could get on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all that good stuff. But all right, anyway, the main thing is I want you guys to see if you can listen to a couple of seconds. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. If I do, like Richie, my friend Richie Everett that got me into trouble. So if I do, I will have to maybe, I don't know, I don't know. I'll figure something out. But if we listen to just a couple seconds, I don't think we'll be in trouble. We'll be okay. All right, let me refocus there. I have to kind of hold this up. I don't want it to fall. Okay, let's see. Is it on? No, it's not even on. The speaker's not on. Okay, let's see. I don't even know what part of the song this is, but. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit that out because the part of the song is not, doesn't have a lot of music. I'll have to do some kind of editing. So because it was playing for a little bit, we can only listen for a couple seconds. Let's try here. I don't think I'll get in trouble for a couple seconds there. I'll see. But just look up the song. It's awesome. I was just had this thing on repeat, loving it. There's something that I like about the song. I don't know what they were talking about or thinking about when they recorded this. Let me refocus. So yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about, but you know, it says, I'm no good next to diamonds. That's what he says. I have my thoughts on that. I'm not gonna get into it on this channel. That's why I need another channel to elaborate and I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, but man, I just don't have the time. I love making the videos. I love creating stuff and using my creativity. And yeah, but yeah, I need another channel. Let's get this unboxed. I've been chit-chatting here. This clip is probably like just over 10 minutes. I'm sorry. This was supposed to be an unboxing. I will pick a coffee to brew on the next, let's see, on the rest of this video, and I will pick a coffee that I'm going to brew for the Sunday video that I'm gonna record in a couple seconds here. So yeah, let's get this unboxed. Okay, so we're back on our regular ambient music. And it's better than no music, so I kind of enjoy it. And for you guys, it doesn't sound as good as when I embed the music, but it's just, that causes so much more difficulty, okay? So I will, for these Friday videos, for sure, I'll play it in the background. And even for some of the Sunday videos, I'm just gonna play it in the background because it's just makes my life so much easier. So this video will have minimum editing, but it will have some editing. We've been getting to a lot of shenanigans. Hopefully you guys found the little conversation in regards to audio and the music stuff interesting or something. If not, I don't know, fast forward a little bit. Okay, let's get into the coffee. Okay, so this is taped up. Let's see if I can cut the tape. Okay, all right, we are into it. Oh man, he sent me a bunch of full bags of coffee. Man, you didn't have to do this. This is, wow. Okay, I had a feeling because like samples, this is very heavy. And this is a lot of coffee, man. I will enjoy this for sure, but wow, you didn't have to go this far. You could have sent a few samples and that gives us enough to talk about, but this is, man, incredible. Incredible. We got a lot of stuff here. Okay, as far as tasting notes and stuff, I believe he said not to worry about it. Everything is in a different language. I'm not gonna understand a thing. So, like really, this is like, wow. This is awesome. This is awesome. Look at all this coffee. We're gonna be reviewing coffees for a little while. Okay. Oh, goodness. Oh, we got one sample. You see, this would have been enough. You sent me a few of these and, you know, that would have been just fine. Just fine. You could have kept the rest and made all this wonderful coffee yourself. But I do thank you. I do thank you. Oh, another special little sample. Another sample. Okay, oh, no, one more sample. Let me see. Okay, and one more sample. So we have a few samples and a few full bags. This is too much, Kent, but wow. Thank you, my friend. I will enjoy this and review all of these coffees and talk about them. Okay, Ken is sending me in a separate email the tasting notes to all of this. I told him, listen, give me an opportunity to try these coffees and talk about them and send me the tasting notes eventually, you know, a few weeks later. That way I've had a chance to give my interpretation of the coffee without knowing what the tasting notes are. So I'm gonna do the same job that I always do. I don't know, I believe it's everything is in a different language and I'm not gonna understand it, but I'm not gonna read into it until after I taste it the way I always do, just in case. So I have no idea what anything is. We'll just pick a bag for this video. Okay, why not this one? We'll just do this one. For this video, we'll do this one. I'm gonna pick a bag for the Sunday video that you guys will see maybe in a few weeks, because the Friday videos are still running ahead of the Sunday videos. So today we will do this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna open the bag, look at the roast level, and then decide if I want to try it, if we'll do a filter coffee or if we'll do on the Flair 58, or maybe we do both. Since I already recorded this clip, maybe I have time to do both because the rest is just brewing and tasting. So yeah, this clip helped me out in regards to that. So, okay, we'll see. But we'll do this one, put it off to the side. And then for the Sunday video, I'm gonna do this one. So when you see Sunday video that has this coffee, well, now you can tie one and one together. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this first clip of the video, and then for you guys, it'll be a seamless process. In a couple seconds, we'll be brewing coffee. So give me a second. Okay, this little clip here, I forgot to turn on the microphone, so it has no audio, so I will voice over what I was trying to say here. This little clip here is something I wanted to say to Jason. Jason reached out recently and said that it would be nice to be able to see me review the coffees in front of the camera. And yes, that is so, but take a look at all this stuff here on the other counter, and in a second I will talk more about this. Okay, let's continue with the video here. And Jason, buddy, I hope you saw that first clip. And now I'm realizing maybe there was no audio going on, but you should have heard me say, Jason, take a look at this or something like that. And I don't know, but maybe there was no audio. So I'll see how I handle that. Anyway, this video will have a little bit of editing, so I can always get around that. But whatever. I meant to record audio. I think the mic was still not on because I was just about to get started with the brew session and recording this for you guys. But the point of the matter is that I got that little clip for you because recently we were talking and you left me a comment saying that it would be nice to see me on camera when I'm talking about the coffees and, you know, explaining or whatever. But as you could see, the counter next to me is not always clear like you see in the videos. Although I'm not supposed to be working today, you see my laptop and a bunch of notebooks and stuff, and I had to do some work, and it happens often that, you know, it's not supposed to be working, but I'm working. And, you know, there's things on the counter. So it sounds really simple, right? Like, why not just go to the other counter and record the clip like I sometimes do, let's say, like I sometimes do. It just takes extra work. More clips, more cameras to set up, more things to do. I have to have the counter clear. Right now there's things there on the counter from this coffee video, like the tripod and some little knickknacks that I might use or might not use. I have this coffee that I'm here that I want to talk about as well. So there are things here next to me that is just handy for me to grab them and bring them in or whatever, and then I can put them off to the side here again, and I don't have to clear this thing out and so that I can talk. And I don't like having this thing messy, and you know, it's just me, you know, it's once again my OCD. Okay, so I'm sorry. I wish I could do that every time. It adds complexity, it adds more clips, it adds more picking up and cleaning up and whatever, doing things that I just don't have the time for. And I I wake up real early every day. Today, I got started at 5 a.m. I didn't have any coffee because that's another thing. My videos are about coffee. So I'm not gonna make coffee, drink coffee, and then make coffee again and drink some more coffee. I can't just keep drinking coffee all day long. So I skipped the coffee because I was gonna start recording, and I was gonna start recording like I usually do at 6 a.m. And I couldn't because then I remembered I have these other things pending from work that I had to start organizing and getting ready. And then other things have happened, and I just haven't been able to start. I still haven't had coffee. I've been up now for 5 hours and still haven't gotten around to finally recording. And this is unusual, okay? Don't think like, oh, this kind of thing. No, it doesn't always happen like this, but it's just what happened today. And this seems like there's always something happening. So I know it sounds real easy to just get the clip and stand in front of the camera like I could be doing now, but I'm not gonna hold the phone up to my face and talk into it. I don't like doing that. I'm trying to figure this thing out, Jason. That's all I'm doing. I'm sorry, but I know it adds value to the video to see the person talking in front of the camera. But it's not always convenient, and I want to feel comfortable in what I'm doing, and I'm just not comfortable doing that. So if I can set it up and get a nice clip, I will do it. That's another reason why I want to start. Let me at least have my hands in frame. Okay, so all right. That's another reason why I want to start a second channel where it's going to be more vlogging, more me talking, and you get to see me there if you want to, like every time. These Friday videos, I'm just doing what I can. It's extra content. I'm doing what I can. On the Sunday videos, sometimes they go on for so long that I don't want to have to add another clip at the other counter, set up the camera, talk in front of the camera, review the coffee, come back to this counter to finish whatever it is we're doing. So my videos end up being an hour long. Who the heck does hour-long videos? People doing lives, yes, because you don't have to edit anything. But even this one that I plan to have very little editing is still gonna have a bunch of editing. So whatever, let's just move on. I'm sorry about the rant. Look, I've been recording this clip for 5 minutes. Everybody's already triggered. Okay, let's talk about this. I'm sorry, Jason. I'm just doing what I can. All right. So you guys saw the first clip. I unboxed the coffees that Kent sent me. And now thinking back, maybe I should have recorded the whole entire video, this video, in one go, but I didn't have the time to. I thought I wasn't gonna have time the next day, today, to do. My goodness, it's so confusing. Okay, I had to do it the way I had to do it. So whatever. Oh gosh. Okay, let's pause for a second. Look, I'm trying to edit this thing now, and this video is so absurd and so confusing. I remember the last time we had something like this that I had to stop just like I'm doing now and apologize. Like, what am I doing? Like, what is this thing is so crazy. Like, who's gonna understand this video? There's clips from different days with all kinds of different things. Like, this is so absurd. And it's gonna get worse. Just if you can believe it. I don't know how long this is gonna last, this video, but I know I have a lot of clips. I don't know if I'm gonna have to split this in 2 pieces or what, but just wait. This thing gets even more complicated and more absurd. So there's more. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? All right. I don't know. Let's just push forward here, and hopefully you guys understand. If not, comment below. I'll try to explain. I don't know. This is so crazy. All right. But I already had, although I just unboxed the thing, I recorded the video as to this, and you will see that in a few weeks because it will be a Sunday video. Okay. So yes, I had this yesterday. I'm not going to give any spoilers as to how I liked it or anything. We're just going to move right into what we're doing today, which is this. Okay. I haven't had any coffee either. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. Let's put this off to the side. I hope you guys at least are getting a laugh out of what it is I'm doing here, because this is like a ridiculous kind of, what kind of coffee video is this? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Okay, this one is also perforated, but this one, I'm not gonna tear into it. I don't wanna mess it up. Again, I keep all my packaging. I try to keep it nice. I know it's not, most people probably don't do that, but it's what I like doing. You see the scissors, I just put them off to the side. I didn't take the time to put them away. And I know this is just a couple seconds to do that, but it's just, you just move on. You want to move on. So now guess where it's at? It's on the other counter. So now if I want to record back on the other counter, I got to start clearing up all kinds of things I've been leaving there, and I was working, and it's just not that simple. It sounds very simple, but it's not. It just adds more stuff. And I'm just some dude trying to give you 2 videos a week. No, and pretty soon another channel, but it'll be all, believe me, the other channel. Besides, if I'm not enjoying it, I won't do it. I can't have this feel like work. This has to be fun, okay? So it is fun. I love sharing this with you guys. If I didn't have an audience, if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't be doing anything. I mean, I'm not gonna record myself making coffee every time. I would still make some review videos and some videos. I love making videos. I would still be making videos. But now with this consistency and this kind of thing, this is only happening because I have it's a small audience, but I have a little bit of an audience, and I love sharing with you guys and learning from you guys. So that's the reason. Today, my plan is to try this coffee as filtered and make a quick little pour over, and then make a shot on the Flair 58. I want to open it right away and see what the roast level is like, because depending on the roast level, I will know how to set up the Flair. Okay, this one has more fragrance than the other coffee, the one I just showed you that I recorded yesterday. Yeah, this has more fragrance. This one, this video, I'm gonna keep as unedited as possible. So I'm gonna show you right here what we're working with. Let me refocus, there you go. So you see it there, this is quite light. It's very warm lighting right now, so it's hard to tell. It looks more developed on the, here on the phone than it really is. This one's lighter than last time, but no, it looks a nice medium light. Sit the phone back down. Let's refocus here. I'll refocus in a second. Give me a second. Let's move ahead. I'm gonna do 12 grams for the filter coffee. Is this on frame good? It looks like I got it just right. All right, so let's grind on the dual. Usually I do just about all my filter coffee on the dual. I usually like to start with grind size 55, depending on the brewer. I made a mistake yesterday, but yeah, for this kind of coffee, this roast level on the Origami, grind size is gonna be 55. So we're gonna do 12 grams to 180 grams salt, so I want to 15. That's usually how I start. I'm gonna also have the water temperature where I normally like to start, which is just off of boiling, 97. Okay, so 12 grams. Man, what a rant. How do you... Wow. Man, oh man. I think I'm the only one making videos like this kind of crazy style. Like, I don't know anyone else. Well, Hoon's videos are pretty crazy, I do have to say. Hoon is funny. Like, there's people knocking on the door. Like, he's like, go away, I'm recording a live. Oh man. And he's running a business. That's so funny. Poor guy. All right, here we go. Yeah, doing lives like the way he does it, man. Hoon is, he is a, what's the word? Brave man. Brave man to tackle the situation like that. That's tough. All right, 12. Okay, so nice fragrance. So we're off to a good start. I don't want to read too much into the bag, because although Kent told me that, oh, you're not going to understand anything or whatever, but on the other bag, that brown bag, there were a couple of words once I did look into it that I was able to tell and stuff. And I like guessing at the tasting notes and all that stuff. So, all right, let me put it off to the side so I'm not running the chance of looking at that. So, all right, 12 grams. Let me show you in a second the dual. All right, so here we go. On the niche dual, we are grind size right there. You see it, 55. That's where I like to start. Let's put the bellows up here. I got the music playing off to the background. When I'm quiet, you kind of can hear it. And I wonder if I should start. I'm still trying to adjust the volume and all of that so it could sound, you could hear it more. Yeah, 12 grams only takes about 3 seconds. Tap it a few times. Tap the spout. Let's see if we have our 12 grams. All right, here we go. Yep, exactly what we put in. You sit this back down. Refocus. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to have some editing on this video, but I still want to keep it to as little as possible. Okay, what should we do here? I need my filter. I didn't bring out the filter? No, I forgot to bring out a filter. Okay, today I'm not going through, both angles and all of that. I want to get to this coffee as quickly as possible. As a matter of fact, I wonder, let me move this more to this angle like this. Bring the phone more over here. That's gonna give me a better, all right. Yeah, using the little Akaya for this is not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. A scale this size makes it so much easier to do pour over. This is so much better. Recently, I recorded something that when I was pouring in the angle that I had to pour from, I couldn't hardly see the numbers. It was no bueno. All right, let's give it a rinse. Oh, you know what? Something else I forgot. The whole thing about brewing into the carafe so I can get to the tasting quicker. All right, maybe what I'll do is just put it over to the other glass. Oh, but that's gonna get messy. We'll see, Maybe I'll start doing the puck prep. Oh, by the way, I gotta get this thing going. So now that I know the roast level, yeah, this is quite light, nice medium light. I'm gonna bring up the lever. I'm sure you could, can you see it back here? Yeah, you could see it. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up because now I've been heating the flare with that all the way up so that, I explained before, but the little plastic components don't bake inside of this thing, which is a good idea. Let me start it. Okay, I'm putting it there on the hottest temperature. So in a few seconds, you're gonna hear it beep. It takes about, I don't know, 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes to beep, and that means you're ready to pull a shot. But to get everything really, really hot, it takes like an hour. So yeah, but all right, we'll do what we can. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I gave this a good rinse. It's all little details, but again, if you want perfection, you're just never gonna get started because things are never perfect. You're just always gonna be planning and fixing and learning, and then you just never start. So just do what you can, and you can improve as you go. And I mean that in general, about, in life in general. Just if you plan on, doing anything, just get started, kind of, and then learn as you go. Okay, let's see if you guys could see that. No, you can't see absolutely anything there. And I have the flare back here, so, okay, let me move it a little bit to the side and push this back. I can't be under the counter because then I can't pour. I know this is not ideal. I'm gonna have to put the phone on top of something, and I don't have a tripod out. I do have the tripod out. Oh, you see? Gotta have the tripod. But the tripod's like way too high. Everything gets complicated. Okay, so I had to start another clip because, I had to do a lot of setting up here. But this will work. And I'll try to grab the phone and show you the final drawdown so you could see from the top. Oh, maybe I can just hold it. Okay, but this angle works well to get going. I wonder, let's see, let me try. Oh, but I have the focus locked. I'm gonna have to start another clip. Okay, I'm sorry. I did my best to try to figure that out and get like a different angle that I could show you from the top. I couldn't make it happen. So we're gonna have to roll with this. And maybe what I could do is show you at the end a little bit. So we'll see. And my kettle cooled down. I mean, I was really trying to figure it out for I just spent maybe 15 minutes just doing that. All right, we'll move on. Just know that I tried. And again, yeah, everything seems like it should be very simple, but it's just not. It's just not. Maybe I overcomplicate things too a lot. It could be. I'm sure I'm not the best person at making videos or brewing coffee or any of these things. I just share with you guys what I can. And And it is fun. It is fun. I've met a few friends here. I mean, one of you sent me coffee. Isn't that awesome? I mean, I can't believe it. You know, I can't believe it. I have friends in Norway. My goodness. That's incredible to me. Incredible. Blows my mind every time I think about that. You know, Anton in Germany, Nick in the UK, Jason is Singapore, correct? I believe. Yeah, have friends all over. Carrie's in Kentucky. All right, let's keep going. I think John is in New York, from what I remember. Okay, let's go with the first pour. I gotta have some coffee. I mean, I can't take it anymore. Okay, so we go to 30 grams and then 60 center. 59.7. Okay, I'm gonna wait until it's kind of dry on top. Usually takes about 25, 30 seconds. And I do my second pour. So here we go, 30 seconds. Now we go to 90. And then 120. Okay, 119. Now I'm gonna do a little swirl. On something like this, maybe 3 minutes is what I like to start. Plus or minus 15, maybe even 20 seconds. It's, you know, it should be fine. For filter coffee, you have a lot more range that you could work with. It's just a lot more flexible and more forgiving on what you could do and what is still gonna taste good. Of course, dialing in takes time. You know, sometimes I get really lucky and I get the best brew the very first time. Okay, a minute and a half. Here we go. I'm gonna go with the third pour. Wash the sides, go to 150. Finish at 180. Man, finally getting to relax a little bit and make my coffee and share it here with you guys. Today's been a weird video because all I've been doing is complaining. That's crazy. All right, here we go. 2 minutes. I think it's gonna go over 3 minutes from the looks of it. Let me show you. See, this is what I mean. I can always, at the end, I have time. I'm just waiting now for the final drawdown and show you at least what it's looking like. See it there. I know it's not ideal, but again, we do what we can. Ideally, also, I want to review the coffee on the other counter so you could see me and tasting it and all that. And I try to do that sometimes, but then sometimes I just can't. It's just too much work. Yeah, that's gonna take longer than I thought, but we'll see. It's all about the flavor. I don't want to spoil anything for like what I brewed yesterday, the other coffee. From everything that Kent sent me, this is the first one that I tried, the one I brewed yesterday, and I don't want to give anything away, but yeah. Man, okay, I should have maybe not had swirled it at all, because it's still going. Show you. Okay, now you could see the top. You can see the top. We're gonna let it drip a little bit more here. Okay, that's pretty much done. Yeah, I'm gonna call it 410. Wow, way over. You know, a whole minute over what I was looking for. Lately, I haven't been doing too much of a good job with my filter coffee. I don't know, ever since I bought the new filters. I mean, this is Hario V60 regular filters. The other ones are Kalita filters. I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm not sure. Okay, let me set that off to the side and reset things and then we'll keep going. Okay. All right, so this video that was supposed to have like no editing or almost no editing is gonna end up having all kinds of editing because I keep having to do new clips and refocus and redo things and move things around. All right, let's push forward. Let me taste this coffee. I can't wait. My goodness. Right now, look, right now, even Dunkin', I'm okay with it. So this, I'm sure it's gonna blow my mind right now. Let me bring it back into the picture here so you guys could see what it is I'm enjoying. Okay, yes, I wish I could be on camera and set everything up, but you know, now maybe now you understand a little bit more of what goes on behind the scenes. It's not always that simple. Okay, right away, the aroma, it was citrus. Just lovely citrus. Man, okay, wait a minute. Let me try again. I know right now it's like any kind of coffee is gonna feel like heaven, but man, okay, let me have another sip. Give me a second. Wow. Whew, man. Okay. This one, man, just like sweet citrus. What coffee was it that I had recently like that? I had something like this recent. I think it was one of the ones from the Italian roaster. What was that called? Giraldi, I believe. Yeah, it was something like this. That's right, it was an Ethiopian. This tastes a lot like it. It's excellent. It's just like the Giraldi one, which was also amazing. Wow. Okay, that bag is put away. I'm not gonna go get it. But it was an Ethiopian from the Italian roaster. It was fantastic. And this, I wonder if it's the same coffee. I might have to go get it. If this is an Ethiopian, I'll go get it. Yeah, it's just like it. I would not be surprised at all if it's the same coffee. This is just sweet citrus. You can even smell it. Wow, it's very well done. Just fantastic. This is fantastic. So good. Okay, let's read it. So I'm just going citrus, sweet citrus. Sweet citrus, obviously it's got beyond that, maybe touch of honey. I would not be surprised to see either the sugar note or honey, but it's just sweet citrus. Just oranges, just beautiful. All right, let's see. What do we got? See if I can. Oh, it is. I bet you that. Okay, it's spelled different, but that's got to be Ethiopia. Okay, I'm going to go get the other bag. Give me a second. Oh, okay, here are the bags from the other roaster. I think I said the name wrong. It's Gardelli. Gardelli. So let me refocus. All right, this is the one I'm talking about, which I remember was an Ethiopian, and it was just pure, to me, pure sweet citrus. This one does have honey, okay, and bergamot, which I remember this, the one I didn't know what bergamot was. I looked it up. It is a type of citrus, and then melon, which I never was able to fully get on board with that. Orange blossom, honey. This coffee is just like this. Okay, I wonder if it's the same coffee. I recognized it right away. And this is the other one, the Rwanda, which actually the Rwanda I liked even more. This is just more fruity. This is more citrus. But wow, this is so well done. Goodness. I bet you if I did a side-by-side, I would like them both the same. Okay, let's move forward. But yes. Okay, so back to this. Let's see if we can read anything else here. Let me bring it close so you guys could see. Okay, right here. Okay, based on what I learned yesterday, what I recorded yesterday and what I learned, this word means like a cafe, like, maybe also means coffee. But yeah, this is probably where the coffee came from, I'm sure. And perhaps, and maybe this. All right, maybe Kent can help us out a little bit with this, but I believe this part here means great coffee since 2009. It could be the roaster, or it could be this up. And I believe this up here means Bergen Kaffebrenneri in Bergen, Norway. Up here. The other bag, I believe it had a name like this and it was the producer. So maybe this is the producer. And either this or this is probably the coffee shop or the roaster. Can I understand anything else here? Not much. Not much of anything else. It looks like it says floral. I would not say that with this one. So no, I wouldn't get on board with that. I mean, of course, it does have a beautiful fragrance and aroma, but no, this is, to me, it's just all citrus. It's really citrusy, nice. Wow, I'm real happy with that right now. Can I understand anything else here? I'm not sure, but perhaps Kent can take a look at this label and leave in the comments so that I can see if any information you can provide as to this here. I would appreciate. I know you planning on sending me the tasting notes, but perhaps the easiest way to do this is just whenever I talk about the different coffees, just leave it in the comments, you know, whatever this is. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. You know, you can always use Google Translate and it will show me what, you know, the writing is. But again, everything takes time, everything, you know, if I'm research that I sometimes have to do for the videos, all this kind of stuff, all of that takes time and I just can't. I can't. I want to record and share things with you guys. But honestly, like perfection and like, you know, I'm not James Hoffman. I don't live off coffee or not even Lance or anything like that. I don't make anything from my videos. This is just for fun and I do what I can. Oh, I think this is the altitude. So it was probably grown at 2,100 meters above sea level. Yeah, I can't tell very much of anything else here. What about here on the back? Yeah, buddy, you didn't have to send me like full bags. You could have just, you know, send me samples. It would have been enough to taste. I really appreciate it. Okay, I think enough said. I don't really know what all of that stuff is. And I'm sticking with that. It's just sweet citrus. Even in the smell of the coffee is what I'm saying. Yeah, and to me, you know, I would like to do a side-by-side with this one, because I wonder if side-by-side I will see the differences. But wow, these two coffees taste very similar. I mean, right away I was like, you know what? I had a coffee just like this recently. And then I made some, you know, thought about it, and yeah, this is it. So maybe a side-by-side is what's required here. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna finish my cup of coffee. I'm gonna feel a lot better now when we get into the espresso, but we're gonna pull a shot of this. People have been telling me, by the way, to try the soupy shots or the turbo shots and all that stuff. Man, that's not my jam at all. Well, first of all, I'm not doing it with a bottomless. I'm not having a mess in my kitchen. It's just not worth it. I'm not doing that. So maybe with the spouted, I will try it just to see the flavors and stuff and see what happens. Maybe I like them. And then I would do it like for my own, you know, when I'm not recording, I can use the spouted and just pull out the, you know, turbo if I want, if I really like it. But I can't imagine like liking that stuff. And just, who knows, maybe it's one of those things. Maybe I tried it and it's the best thing ever. A few people have told me, man, all I do now is like those soupy turbo shots. Maybe I'm missing out on the best thing about I have to try it. Wow, yeah, that is lovely. That is beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of that. Then I'm gonna feel a lot better to get into the espresso and stop complaining about things. And my goodness, yeah. Okay, give me a second. Let me finish this. All right, I know, you were not expecting this, but here we are. I have decided to split the video, of course, and tonight I'm out here to record several clips that I need. I need an outro clip for this video. I need an intro clip for next Friday's video. And I want to finish the project that I have left unfinished, and I keep procrastinating as to everything I need to do to finish that project. I want to record the last few clips that I need to actually finish it. So yeah. All right, so first, I hope you guys liked the brew session so far. Come back next Friday for the espresso part of it, because we are 40 minutes into this project and I still haven't even gotten to the espresso part. And I have enough clips to possibly go over 30 minutes for the espresso part, so that would have put the video at more than an hour, and I think this one I'm just gonna split. Although recently I recorded a video, I think I broke my record. I recorded a video that lasted an hour and 20 minutes and I left it uncut. So yeah. But this one I am gonna split right here. You could see I'm sitting out here with some drinks. Come back next Friday to find out what the drinks are. I'll talk on the intro clip to next Friday's video. So just before we start the espresso portion of this brew session, I'll talk about these drinks and I'll sit out here with you guys for a little while. And yeah, we'll chat a little bit before we get going. And then after I record that clip, I will try to sit here and record everything else I need to finish the unfinished project. Okay, I have a few notes. Let me take a look at my notes, make sure I'm not forgetting anything as to this first clip. Because since I'm recording 4 clips for 3 different videos, I have notes so I don't forget anything. Give me a second. That's right, I have a note as to the lighting, because you guys haven't seen this. Although I recorded, the unfinished project has a clip out here with the same setup, this light and everything. And I talk about it on that video, but you guys haven't seen it. I recorded that months ago, but that's the unfinished project. So yeah, I wanted to mention the lighting. We shouldn't have the banding now, that's been fixed. And I like the ambience, you guys know how I like this setup. And hopefully, once I finish the unfinished project, my plan is to also put that on a Friday and go live for the very first time right after that one. So yeah, that's the plan so far. That's what I'm hoping to do. So that's the last thing I wanted to mention. So the new setup, the new lights, so the banding is gone, and hopefully moving forward we can do some lives out here in the balcony and I get to chat with you guys. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you for watching. I am taking notes as to being more in front of the camera, especially when I'm talking about the coffee, right? It's nice to see the person reviewing the coffee and not what I normally do, but I will do a better job moving forward. All right, anyway, thank you for watching this video, and come back next Friday for the rest of this and to see the espresso. And yeah, I'll see you guys on, well, this is a Friday video, so I'll see you guys on Sunday.